Tencent is a gaming, or I guess you should say an entertainment production company based outside of China. And they
shell company, if you will.
Oh, yeah, basically as a front for the CCP. They love to invest in entertainment properties. And one of the things that people don't know is in order for you to actually be able to bring your business to China these days, you have to have once you reach a certain point of largeness with your company, you have to let Chinese investment buy in. This originally, a long time ago, started with League of Legends. Riot let Tencent, I think, buy 10% in so that they could get League in China and keep it there. Tencent is a blight. It is a danger. It is a cancer. It is the worst, the absolute worst.
And they're kind of like everywhere, as you can see by all of this.
Yes.
Yeah.
The major thing to stress here is that Tencent has its pockets in a majority of the video game industry in some way, shape, or form. A majority of the game companies that you go to play their games, they either own some shares or they have control of that company or they have some kind of ownership. They are all over the industry.
Yeah.
All right. Now, the reason I'm asking you guys this is because I want you guys all to clarify what Tencent was. Now, here's another question for you guys. Do you guys know who Connor Blue Drake 42 Hill is by chance?
I'm aware of him now because of the scenario that has come up, but I did not hear of him before that.
Now, I actually have heard of him before. I've seen him floating around. Now, he's a founder of RevoltGPT.dev and Operation Harsh Doorstep, Master of Science in Data and Machine Learning. And the reason why I'm bringing him up is because he posted this thing on his YouTube a couple of days ago that I saw. Now, I'm going to zoom in because, fuck, that's so freaking small. All right. So he says, now, again, take this with a grain of salt because this is all what he's saying, right? Like, I want to see evidence here and everything. So just understand that first. So he says, so Tencent offered me a sponsorship recently, which I turned down. However, while they were trying to sponsor me, they accidentally showed proof that they buy views for videos promoting their games and also buy comments faking positive reviews. I always suspected that they did this, but to have heard proof of this is now wild. They also constantly try to bribe me to remove any mention that they were paying for me to promote Tencent because they want the video to appear organic, which is obviously illegal. And I'll get into why that's illegal in a second. The company that originally reached out never even told me that the contract was for Tencent, but I found out when they kept telling me to change everything in the video to talk about how great Tencent is, so that's when I started digging. Tencent is using shell companies registered in America to pose as an American company, but you only get paid if you say good things about Tencent, but you're not allowed to say that you're being paid to say good things about Tencent. And then he says, kind of a little clickbaity thing, says, like this post if you think I should do a video about it. Hopefully don't get assassinated for posting this. And the reason he wants people to say, he wants a lot of people to comment or else he's not going to waste his time making this big video. He says, by the way, other things I've been highly suspicious of is them buying Steam reviews and buying SteamDB player numbers. After this, I'm now almost certain that they do that too. I'm very interested in talking to anyone who has had similar experiences or has evidence of this. I know they're paying off a huge number of other creators because I saw the list of people that they are paying. Reach out to me if you do. Now, that image that he had posted was essentially evidence. Now, again, this is a screenshot. It could have been doctored. You never know. So, again, take this with a grain of salt. But this entire thing says to basically alter anything, saying, here's an ad, but don't say it's an ad. Don't say it's sponsored. All this other stuff that makes you think, well, this is illegal. So did you guys even know that this was going on in the first place? Like, do you believe it?
What, that the companies are basically paying for botted views for things like that? Oh, yeah.
Well, even saying don't say this is a paid partnership. Don't say it's a paid collaboration. Like, do you believe that Tencent is doing this?
I believe that any company not based in the United States is certainly saying that. Probably not the ones in the EU too, but we have very robust laws that basically say you have to disclose these things. It was the entire crux of why Gamergate happened in the first place.
Yep.
You know, when I did promotional work for Gearbox and 2K, we always had to hashtag ad, always had to say it. You always have to keep that stuff above board as much as you possibly can. Otherwise, I mean, if people found out that he was doing it and wasn't telling them he was paid by Tencent, imagine what his fans would think of him if that had come out at some point.
So the Chinese don't actually care about laws.
No, they don't.
they're notorious for stealing IPs, and designs, just trying to
Yep.
get anything from the West and America in particular. So like I can totally see Tencent doing this. They're already scummy as it is. You see Tencent involved in something, you probably want to stay at least 10 feet away from it. Or if they bought something that you love, well, and within a couple of years, it's probably going to go to dog shit and be filled with microtransactions. Like they have a reputation for a reason, but they are backed by the CCP and have all this money, so they don't really care about that kind of stuff. And they pay well, and so they go to people and be like, "Hey, please do this. We'll give you X amount of money," and it's probably a decent chunk too. And they can actually find out a way to word an ad without it actually being an ad, and people lap it up. It's a win-win-win all around, for the people involved. Obviously, not for the viewer, and most people do not have the moral fortitude to either resist the paycheck, or care enough about it, if they can get away with it. Because if everybody else is doing it, then why not?
Yeah. And be honest about it too. Like, just say that you're being paid up front by somebody. It's like people will at least respect. You'll lose some people, but you were going to lose them anyway because you took that contract. Just be honest with people, and people will respond in kind.
If you're at all skeptical on this scenario, whether or not it's real, I would point to the Wildlife Entertainment situation. And for those of you who don't know, they are the ones that created Highguard. And how that was not financially disclosed, and people found through digging that Tencent was behind that. So if you need something with a bit more direct proof of Tencent actually putting their pockets in something while it being, conveniently hidden, I would point to Highguard. And I would also say, remember that Jeff Keighley also has ties to these companies, and he was trying to claim that he just put Highguard out in the goodness of his own heart, and he was really excited while you look at the prices to put something on his stage. So that would be the place I point to as a very recent example, which shows that Tencent is obviously doing shady things in the gaming industry.
Yes. So to also clarify for anyone who does not know, the FTC under Section 5, if you're a creator, influencer, or business endorsing a product where a material connection exists, example, financial compensation, free products, or affiliate links, you are required by law to clearly and conspicuously disclose the partnership. Also, it is in Google's terms of service as well, just an FYI. So again, like YouTubers have to state that they are in a paid partnership, otherwise they are breaking all the terms of service, which again is what Tencent is asking you to do. So this is why I'm bringing it up, also because I did see that Nasmer, who I do like, right? I do respect Nasmer, but he was also saying that YouTubers won't bring this to the attention, that this should be another stop killing games movement. So here I am bringing it to you guys, saying, look what the fuck Tencent's doing. So take that, Nasmer, put it in your pipe and smoke it. I'm just saying. So, yeah. The end with that. I do hope that this guy, Blue Drake, who I've seen stuff from him. I really do hope that he actually makes this video and does the whole receipts thing, because I would very much like for this to be proven. But again, if he apparently wants people to go and comment saying, I want to see proof. So if he gets, I think he was asking for 3,000 people saying, I'm interested, please reveal the receipts for him to make the video, because apparently it takes a very, very long time and it's risky to make or whatever. So go check out his YouTube and his Twitter. This is him, Connor Hill, creating AI software and games. And go tell him that you want to see the receipts of Tencent being a big fat piece of shit. Thank you.
It is very significant that this is spoken about, because this affects the entire industry and the way that games move in the industry based on what they deem is successful. So if a company like Tencent is coming in and trying to artificially raise certain parts of the industry, there's a complete agenda there. This affects the entire industry. So thank you, Nasmer, for bringing it to my attention. I saw it through his tweet initially as well. So I just want to give him a shout out there. But yeah, I agree. This is a huge deal. Like, this can't just disappear in a day. This needs to be spoken about. There needs to be more research done on how far this rabbit hole goes, how many companies are doing this. Obviously, it doesn't start and end with Tencent, but it's important that they're held accountable for doing this. And yeah, I mean, they have their hands in things like Ubisoft as well, for example. So how would this impact a future Ubisoft game and how it's received. And then you have all these campaigns telling us that we're wrong for criticizing Ubisoft and like, hey, look, see, this creator thought that it was really good, this game. And it's like, well, is Tencent just telling you that you have to say it? This is a huge ethics issue.
Hey, hit that thumbs up button and watch this video right here.